Hey baby, how about you and I hit the sheets? I could give you an excellent time. If you need references, I've got plenty of them for you. I've got tons of satisfied women who sing my praises.
Gee. Let me think. No. Who knows what you've picked up from all those satisfied women?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I know all about gloved love. I wasn't born yesterday.
What I'm talking about, you can't protect against with a condom. I'm not going to expose myself to all that energy.
Did that intro take you by surprise? Everyone knows about STDs. Everyone knows they don't want them, and hopefully everyone knows how to keep from having them. But not a lot of people know that there is an STE, sexually transmitted energy. Our auric fields extend about 3 feet beyond our physical bodies. And when we are sexually intimate with someone, we're not just exchanging fluids, we are exchanging energy. So they get a little of ours, we get a little of theirs. And if we have partners with kind of crappy energy, we can be affected if we're not aware of the phenomenon that we need to be clearing the energy from our sexual chakra, the sacral chakra. I want to make it clear, this is not a judgment about people who have many partners, casual sex, because this is not limited to that. This can be with a partner that is your only partner and that you've been with a long time. If their outlook on life, I guess you could say, their attitudes, just whatever is happening with them, is giving them crappy energy, when you are sexually intimate with them, it can affect you also. And it seemed like an important thing to share after talking to someone the other night and realizing this is probably what had been affecting her mood. Just so you are aware that this is something that you have to pay attention to. You've been sleeping with someone, and instead of feeling over the top happy because the sex was great or whatever, you have been feeling out of sorts, out of whack, just not great. It could be because of their energy that you have exchanged in that act. All right, I know it's always something else we have to think about, huh? But it is good to be aware of, because we can clear the energy, and we also can be more mindful about who we are connecting with. And again, that's not a judgment about someone's choice to have multiple partners. But, you know, sometimes when we meet people, we realize they're not someone we would want to have a relationship with, but hey, we'll hop in the sack with them. It's a good chance that that person has energy that could negatively impact you. So, kind of a PSA. It's not a bad thing to be aware of this and what you can do about it. I'll be off camera for the rest. Bye. With every sexual encounter, you may want to ask yourself, is this an exchange of love, sexual healing, energizing positivity, or is it draining me? Do I feel like my life force has been sucked out of me? That's because of this energy exchange when we are sexually intimate with someone. If you are not feeling uplifted, there is a good chance that you have been with a partner who has been not just sharing their body with you, but their emotional junk, their anxiety, their anger, their unhealthy thought patterns can become something that is part of our own aura until those things are cleansed. And the good news is that we can cleanse our sacral chakra. It seems like an odd thing to even have to think about, but we can be carrying around sexual debris when we have been intimate with someone. If two people are happy and healthy and are emotionally balanced, then there can be an even energy exchange where both of their auric fields can be strengthened with divine love. You could call that sexual healing. But you have to be aware of the partners that you choose and be aware of the kind of energy that you are exposing yourself to through sexual encounters. According to Lisa Chase Patterson, pay attention to whom you share your intimate energy with. Intimacy at this level intertwines your oral energy with the oral energy of the other person. These powerful connections, regardless of how insignificant you think they are, leave spiritual debris, particularly within people who do not practice any type of cleansing, physical, emotional, or otherwise. The more you interact intimately with someone, the deeper the connection, and the more of their aura is intertwined with yours. Imagine the confused aura of someone who sleeps with multiple people and carries around these multiple energies. What they may not realize is that others can feel that energy, which can repel positive energy and attract negative energy into your life. I always say, never sleep with someone you wouldn't want to be. Pretty powerful stuff, isn't it? It's something to be aware of. And it's something to attend to if you have not done anything about cleansing your aura. So if you have a partner and you have been experiencing energy that isn't really explainable by what's been going on in your life, here are some ideas for how you can correct the damage. You can visualize an orange flower, orange because the sacral chakra has that color representing it, or anything orange in your sacral area, and then breathe deeply and imagine that area becoming cleansed of any negative energies. You can eat foods that cater to healing the sacral chakra: melon, coconut, strawberries, blueberries, and cinnamon. You can carry orange crystals or stones with you, or you can actually place them on your lower abdomen where your sacral chakra is, and imagine that the stones are drawing in the negative energy from that area. And then when you're done using the stones in that way, be sure to rinse them in salt water or cleanse them under the full moon. Be mindful that some stones cannot be put under water. So, do your research before you just grab some stones in case you have something you treasure that you might destroy. You can cleanse and balance your aura with an energy healer who knows what they are doing. An easy thing is that you can use water. And we're not talking about drinking it in this case. Water can bring about emotional and energetic clearing. So you can take a bath with sea salt to kind of release the stuck energy. And the sea salt will neutralize the positive and negative ions. Another way is to practice forgiveness if this is a partner that you have been hurt by. Whether you're seeing them or not, you can still be carrying around that sexual debris if you haven't done anything to clear it out. That will release that stagnant energy that's just been sitting in your body. You also can just set the intention that you are going to release the negative sexual attachments and cleanse your sexual past with a person. Now, once you have cleansed yourself after intimacy, then it's just a matter of, now that you are aware, being mindful about what you might be exposing yourself to other than their bodies, other than to some fun or satisfaction or distraction or whatever it is you've been going for. It's good to be aware that while we don't have to be in a relationship with all of our partners, we are going to be taking on the energy. It's going to become mingled with our own, and it does put a different light on how you might choose your sexual partners. So just remember that as we have to be mindful about the partners of someone that we are choosing to sleep with in being defensive against any STDs they might be bringing to us. We also have to be aware that we are not just sleeping with this one person, we're basically sleeping with them and the energy of their other partners. It's not about judging, it's just about keeping ourselves safe energetically. Sex is not just a meaningless act when we realize that our aura can actually become broken. Eventually, if we have taken on the parts of the other person long enough, we can become overwhelmed. And then if you multiply that, it could be pretty devastating. You want